Hi, my name's Kyle Christensen. I'm from Arona, Utah.
I'm Kobe Christensen. I'm his son.
And we want to show you a little bit about the business Winter Beehive Storage and the process we go through to take good care of those bees and get them ready for California.
All winter long.
What makes us unique and why I think we have an advantage here in storing beehives is our location. We're just right about in the center of Utah. We got I-80 on one side, I-70 on the other, and 20 minutes from I-15, and we're just an overnight drive to Southern California. And the other thing is that my house is right here next to the beehives. We live here every day. I'm watching and checking them and making sure everything's good all year long. We keep these barns ready to go.
And it is freezing cold here all winter long.
Yeah, it is. The biggest problem that I think we solve, as me being an overworked turkey farmer at one time, is that we can give you a vacation. You can have Christmas with your family instead of the bees, because family's everything. And the next problem we solve is what to do with your bees to get them ready for California, to give them a rest in these barns and also use them as a tool to control the mites. And we also are a staging area that you can collect all your beehives together, and we do the loading for you so you can go down to California and be ready to receive your bees, and we'll ship them to you when you're ready.
We have our own swingers and own drivers for those swingers, and we can load them up.
If you're new to storing bees, if you've never stored them inside before, the preparation starts back in August, September, all summer long really. We want you to bring us heavy beehives, like over 100 pounds a hive preferred, and do your mite treatments beforehand, and then plan on November 15th, maybe a little sooner if you have to, but we're all ready November 15th. There's 4 things that'll keep the bees inside the hive: temperature, wind, rain, and the lack of light. And so that's what we shoot for, to keep these bees in their hibernation state. The barn is completely dark. We keep it at 40 degrees. We have fans that blow air around for the wind effect. And then we do have a barn that's equipped with foggers, and it's our early barn that we can, if it gets too hot, we can control that a little bit.
Yeah, we can simulate a rainstorm in there.
Yeah, anyway, we can control that, added bonus. Our standby generators are the insurance policy for the operation, and I trust them, but what I trust more is the phone call that I get from them, and really a test. We keep these generators tested once a month or even more to make sure that they are ready when they are called for.
If the power were to go out here, he'll get a call within seconds saying the power's out, and we're able to manually open the barn up, so the bees will always have air, fresh air. They'll always be okay.
If I miss the call, it starts calling a list of people until it's answered. So
very obnoxious.
This is the fan room where we keep our light traps. Every hole in this barn is covered with a light trap to maintain complete darkness inside the barn.
But achieve the most airflow we can. We have 3 big fans on this side and 3 more on the other side that pull fresh air from the other end of the barn down here across all the bees. As you can probably tell, our barns are all equipped with red lights, and our forklifts are also equipped with red and yellow lights to help the bees be at ease when we're moving them. The barns are also equipped with giant stir fans on the ceiling to help the air constantly move around in here, so there's no stale air for those bees to breathe in. There's also plastic on the ground to help there be a barrier between the moisture in the dirt and the bees. We do our very best to keep the humidity down and to keep things dry and cold here.
The plastic is also to keep it clean. We want it from year to year. We want a clean break. Everything is cleaned out when we're done in a season. All right, the poultry industry has spent a lot of money studying how to ventilate a barn, how to ventilate an indoor space. And so when we do this ventilation system here, it's called static pressure or negative pressure. We want to suck the air into the barn. We feel that it makes the temperature more even. These boxes like this that are opening are down both sides of the barn, evenly spaced. So when the fan comes on, air is drawn in through these vents and it shoots in about 15 feet and then tumbles and mixes with the air. And then we have the stir fans that racetrack the air around the barn to keep air moving around the beehives all the time. So this system here with the ventilation is one of the key things that we use that keeps us efficient and keeps a uniform temperature in the whole barn. Okay, so in this particular barn, we're set up with foggers. When I have guys come early in November, if we get a warm day, it's just a backup system that we have to cool the air in here 5 to 8 degrees, just enough to keep them from flying. And also in the winter, if we get really cold in here, I do have attic inlets that I can open that will draw warm air from the attic and come down. But that has not been the case so far with my computer controller. We can keep it 40 degrees without heaters in this barn and 50% humidity on the average. In a 24-hour cycle, I want to know how hot it gets and how cold it gets, and we can keep that within 2 or 3 degrees of 40 degrees with no heat with the computer on this barn. Okay, the bottom numbers is the current temperature, which is 41 degrees. And then next to the right of that is how hot it got. 41 degrees was as warm as it got in here, and 39 degrees is as cold. And then the number on the top is the humidity, which is 35%, but it swings from 40 to 32, but that varies on the weather outside. But we watch that to get an average of 50%. It's so dry right now because it's really cold outside, but that will change.
Zone 1. Reader alarm. Alarm exists. Zone 1. Reader alarm.
Okay. So this monitor here takes the calls from the other two barns, and it is monitoring temperature and also the power failure. And that's the one that sends the call out to me and calls on the list. Then that one just that runs fans.
Enter acknowledgement code 1 1 2 3 4. Alarm acknowledged.
That's a fan control. This is the brains of the barn. It monitors the outside temperature as well as the inside temperature of the barn and makes adjustments so we can maintain that 40 degrees within a degree or two. And then next to that is the CO2 monitor. 700 is the current CO2 level in the barn. When it hits 1200, then this unit takes over from the computer and ventilates the barn for CO2 until temperatures rise outside. Then this one kicks back on and maintains the temperature in there. Overall, we can keep a steady 40 degrees with a 2 or 3 degree fluctuation and roughly an average of 50% humidity, which is what we like to do with the turkeys. If it's too wet, you get molds growing. If it's too dry, you get dusty. 50% on turkeys, and historically with what we've been doing with the beehives, is the ideal that we're shooting for. Hey, one thing we want you to remember is if you're considering coming and storing with us, give me a call. Phone number's 435-469-1673. Message me on Facebook. We're under Winter Beehive Storage. And please, anytime we're open for a tour. Come and see our facilities, winter or summer, doesn't matter. We'd love to show you around, and hit me with any questions you have. We're an open book. We want to talk and work out a program that works for you. Just let us know.
I'm gonna fly into Salt Lake City, gonna meet everyone in town, gonna shake their hands like a gentleman, rolling with a whole new crowd. And then I'll take them all back to Cincinnati, show them how these boys get down. As we roll to the show, gonna let it all go. Everybody's moving around. Hey, we'll be burning them down. The walls that keep our loving out, burning them down. Ain't no hatred to be found. We'll bring the finest education to the weekend vacation. Show them how we all hang out, doubled up in peace and love. Darling, give me a hug right now. We'll be burning them down, yeah. Got that Billy Cash, our first son. He's a hybrid of all of the best. Singing country and folk, baby, ain't no joke. He belted from his barrel chest. Now, you bring your best friends out to the party, and you can bring your best darling too. Tell me everything you know, sing it loud from your soul. Everybody's waiting for you. We'll be burning them down. The walls that keep our loving out, burning them down. Ain't no hatred to be found. We'll bring the finest education to the weekend vacation. Show them how we all hang out, doubled up in peace and love. Darling, give me a hug right now. We'll be burning them down.